Story time with Tom. Now, wasn't this just going to be marvellous? Miracle's boys. If things hadn't changed, their parents would still be alive. Charlie would never have gotten busted and sent to Rahway Correctional. Tyree would have gone to college instead of having to work full-time to support them. Interesting now, isn't it? Now, I have never really been much of a reader, but I guess old habits do die hard, huh? Very interesting. Boys. Brothers is the baddest. Then comes Dominicans. Dominicans don't mess around. I'm cool with Dominicans, though. They don't mess with me. I don't mess with them. I lay back on my bed and listen to my brother, New Charlie, talking. We had shared this room since the day I was born. And I swear since the day I was born, he'd been going on about who was the baddest. Used to be Puerto Ricans were the second baddest, but somewhere along the road their status dropped significantly. Brothers were always at the top or the next ones down. New Charlie wasn't talking to me since he'd gotten home from Rahway Home for Boys a few months ago. He never talked to me. He was combing his hair and talking to Aaron. They'd known each other forever to say, "What's up?" and stuff, but they didn't start hanging till New Charlie came home from Rahway. Seems once New Charlie saw the inside of Rahway, most of the guys around here who cut school hung out real late and got into all kinds of stuff, thought he was some kind of wonderful. Aaron acted like he wanted to kiss the heels of New Charlie's shoes, hanging on to New Charlie's words like they were something special. And New Charlie was just as stupid over Aaron, hanging out with him like Aaron was his brother, like Aaron was me. New Charlie and Aaron were the same height and walked the same way. And now they had the same meanness. Aaron's meanness had always been around him, even when we were small. We'd walk past him and he'd say something negative, like, when Mummy used to make us go to church on Sundays, we'd be all dressed up walking to the bus stop, and Aaron would say something like, "Mama's church boy's going to meet their maker." All the time our big brother Tyree stopped him from snatching this little kid's Halloween bag. Aaron didn't take the bag, but he kept glaring over his shoulder as me and Tyree and the kid walked away, saying, "That's all right, church boy, that's all right," like he had something waiting for us later on. New Charlie's meanness was as new as his name. He'd come back from Rahway with it, and the way he and Aaron hung so tight, you'd think he didn't remember those days when we crossed to the other side of the street. When we saw Aaron and his boys hanging out, I watched New Charlie part his hair on the side and comb it one way, then shake his head, part it on the other, and pull the comb through it again. His hair's curly, like our mama's was. Jet black curls that girls go crazy for. He's 3 years older than me, but only a little bit taller. And at that rate, he was going school-wise. Come this time next year, I'd almost caught up with him. I'd just started 7th grade and New Charlie was repeating 9th. But he didn't seem to care, one way or the other. The old Charlie would have cared about me catching up to him. He would have sat down at the dining room table and crammed, because he would have been embarrassed about me being in almost the same grade as him. See, the old